Better Call Saul is about to call it a day, and after 6 stellar seasons, the show's producers are pulling out all the stops to create a memorable finale. Comedy legend Carol Burnett is set to join the last leg of the story when the 6th season's second volume comes out. So let's take a look at just how she will be involved in the show. First off, we do have a name for a character on the show. Burnett will be playing a character called Marion on Better Call Saul. This will be the second part of the 6th and final season of the show, and it will only have 6 episodes. So far, no details have been shared about how the character will fit into the narrative, but given the kind of value that Carol Burnett brings to any production, it's going to be a meaty role. The journey and transformation of our beloved anti-hero Jimmy McGill into a criminal lawyer called Saul Goodman is a complex one, and it will be interesting to see how her character will fit into the story arc, especially in the last season of the show. To be honest, very few details about her role have been shared. We don't even know which of the final episodes she'll appear in. Will she appear in all 4? Who knows? But since the news broke in June, fans of this show and Carol Burnett have been coming up with a few scenarios about how she'll fit into the world. One of these possibilities is that she could be a lawyer alongside Saul, or perhaps even his nemesis. Although she doesn't really have that menacing vibe about her, she could also be cast as one of Jimmy's clients, perhaps. And then there's the often referred to character of Judge Papadomian. The character has been talked about but never seen. Could that be Burnett's Marion? And if the events of season 2 are anything to go by, then the existence of Carol Burnett is canon in the Breaking Bad universe. So she may even be playing herself. And it seems like Burnett and the show's creators have a mutual admiration for each other. Better Call Saul has always been really funny, and while some say that it's possibly even darker than Breaking Bad, it's really the show's ability to blend comedy and this dark element that makes it such a success. And who better to up that value than comedy powerhouse, the legend herself, Carol Burnett? In a final season where literally anything could happen, throwing in an actor like Carol Burnett really ups the ante for viewers. How will Marion affect the final outcome of the show? What's the character going to be like? Clearly, if a big gun like her is joining the cast, even if it's as a guest role, it must be a character of importance and depth. Well, to be honest, we don't have those answers just yet, but we do know that it will make for some riveting viewing. But what we do know is that she loves both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. She professed her love on Jimmy Kimmel Live, saying that she loves anything that Vince Gilligan writes. Gilligan is, of course, the creator of both these shows. The actress even attended the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Bob Odenkirk. And the team behind Better Call Saul loved Burnett so much, they even referenced her in season 2. Now, if you remember back in Better Call Saul season 2, in the episode called Rebecca, a flashback scene shows Jimmy visiting his older brother Chuck for dinner. Before Jimmy arrives for dinner, Chuck and his wife create a signal about what they should do in the case that the evening takes a turn for the worse, and Chuck says to his wife, "How about the good old Carol Burnett thing?" in a reference to her earlobe gag. This particular line creates a situation where an actress within the Breaking Bad universe is referenced within it. It's like Jimmy saying, "Hey, remember the dad from Malcolm in the Middle? Get it? That is Bryan Cranston, by the way." And he was also in Seinfeld as the dentist, Tim Waitley, remember? Another thing about the 6th season, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul will be making an appearance in their characters as Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. And honestly, we cannot wait. So it makes sense to have Carol Burnett on board. Well, to say that she's a comedy legend would be an understatement. She's best known for hosting the vintage variety show called The Carol Burnett Show. The show is basically a series of comic sketches and aired from 1967 to 1978 and won a staggering 25 Emmy Awards over the 11 years. The actress has no less than 7 Golden Globes under her belt, 1 Tony Award, and even a Grammy Award. Besides that, she is the 2-time winner of the highly prestigious Peabody Award, as well as the Presidential Medal of Honor and the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. And given the mutual admiration between her and the creators of the show, it's only natural that she was the top choice to make a guest appearance on the final 6 episodes of the show. Certainly adds a touch of old world charm and gravitas to the show. And now let's look at what other exciting news is coming in from the world of television shows. First, Kate Winslet is set to play the lead in HBO's limited series, The Palace. The Oscar-winning actress is ready to take on the lead role in this limited edition series. The Palace is set inside the walls of the palace of an authoritarian regime over the course of the year. It basically follows how the regime falls. There are no details on a release date yet though, and we know next to nothing about Winslet's character or the rest of the cast yet. Winslet is also the executive producer on the series. Will Tracy is the creator of the show as well as the executive producer and showrunner. Stephen Frears is also attached to direct and executive produce The Palace. Earlier this year in June, it was announced that Winslet will be starring in another limited series on HBO called The Trust. It will be based on the novel of the same name written by Hernan Diaz. Previously, she also starred in Mayor of Easttown, also a miniseries on HBO. She even won the Emmy for Best Actress in a Limited Series. She won the same award way back in 2011 for yet another limited series for HBO called Mildred Pierce. So The Palace will be her fourth project for HBO. And there's an Aragon TV show in the works at Disney+. Good news for those of us who grew up reading the Inheritance Cycle series of books. The books are all set to be adapted as a live-action TV series for Disney+. The series will be called Aragon after the main character in the first book of the series. Christopher Paolini, who is the author of the series, will also be a co-writer for the series. The show will be produced by Bert Salke. And for those of you who haven't read the books, The Inheritance Cycle is a story of a boy called Aragon. While working on a farm, he discovers an egg that hatches into a dragon whom he later names Saphira. The story traces the bond between Aragon and Saphira. Aragon also learns how to be a dragon rider, an ancient order that has been wiped out by an evil king called Gibraltarix. The two heroes set out to defeat this king and free the people of Alagasia from his wrath. This would not be the first adaptation of the book. In 2006, a film adaptation was released. Ed Spielers played Aragon while Rachel Weisz was the voice of Saphira. Jeremy Irons played Brom, Aragon's mentor, and John Malkovich was cast as the evil king, Gibraltarix. The movie did not sit well with critics or fans. In 2021, fans started the hashtag Aragon Remake to try and get Disney to produce a series version, and it looks like it's actually gonna happen. And lastly, is there going to be a season 2 for The Terminal List? The hit TV series that has taken viewers by storm premiered on 1st July and has since retained a spot on Amazon's top 10 list. The show is based on the book of the same name. It's the debut novel of Navy SEAL turned author Jack Carr. It follows a SEAL commander named James Reese, played by Chris Pratt, as he takes on a military conspiracy in order to get revenge on the people responsible for the deaths of the members of his unit. However, as of July 26th, Amazon has not ordered a second season of The Terminal List. This is a bit surprising, as shows as immediately successful as The Terminal List are often renewed very soon. But The Terminal List has been out for a month with no official renewal news. But the show's producers have said they do wish to continue the series. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think Carol Burnett's character will add to the final season of Better Call Saul? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.